Ahoy, 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 and welcome to Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut Senior High School for MVC football. Tonight's matchup is the 0-1 Dracut Middies hosting the 2-0 Nashoba Valley Tech Vikings. The Vikings come in after wins against Smith Vocational Tech and Brighton Kennedy Vocational Tech. Brighton Kennedy is in Boston. Smith I'm not quite sure of. Meanwhile, the Middies and Trevor Knight's maiden voyage on the SS Midi began last weekend in North Andover, where they were soundly defeated. But you gotta hold your heads high. North Andover, the Scarlet Knights, have a very strong football program, and I'm led to believe a very big line. Meanwhile, your Middies are trying to rebuild, and with a roster of 60, I'd say they've started out pretty well. The Middies are about to enter Beaudry Field from the locker room. And so I will pause as the band, I hope, leads them into Beaudry Field for their first home game of the 2024 season.
Welcome to the High School
And the Middies were led onto the field by number 68, junior defensive lineman, offensive lineman, Timmy Dean. For those who don't know, Trevor Knight comes from the UNH family. He was a star quarterback up there for the Wildcats, and he's brought some of his old teammates down with him. And one of his teammates actually has brought his father up, a retired football coach from Long Island, Vinny Macia, standing here in the booth for the Middies. Now for the national anthem. And so you have to go down to get up. And it's a penalty against the Middies for delay of game. Apparently they are being penalized for the fact that the lights did not come on. And I'm told there are no official captains, so it's a game-by-game decision on behalf of Trevor Knight and his coaching staff. Kicking off for the Middies is number 14, Evan Dunker. And we're away. Ball comes down to the 20. Picked up by Nashoba. They're going straight up the middle. And they're met at the 35-yard line by a host of Middies. Ball carrier was number 22, Zach DeShane, a freshman at Nashoba Tech. And so, tight formation for the Vikings. They toss to number 32. He goes up the middle. He's met by a couple of Middies after a gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards. That carry was by Aaron Robertson, another freshman. So apparently, Nashoba Tech, which I'm told is a rebuilding program as well, is going to start a bunch of freshmen against the young Middies. Gets the call in from the sidelines from Coach Danny Kelly. Come out tight formation again. Power to the left side of the Middies formation. And we're going to get a false start, I believe. Encroachment against the defense is the signal I'm reading. He's going to march it from, he's marching it from the 35, taking it across the 40 to the 42. So the ball's now at the 42-yard line. First down marker is set at, should be the 45-yard line. They're trying to unravel the change right there, so, but play will be resumed. And the Middies get in there, and it's 22 up the middle. He's gone! Touchdown, Vikings! Quick little counter, number 22, Zach DeShane with the 47-yard score. And the Middies trail 6-0 here at 11:03 in the first quarter. Not the way the Middies wanted this home season to begin. First a light issue, now a light defense issue. Trevor Knight not going to be happy with that. 2-point conversion attempt. Counter right up the middle. That looks to be number 4 for the Vikings. The 2-point conversion. That's senior captain Chase Carney, 8-0 with 11:03 remaining in the first quarter for the Vikings. Middies will receive the kickoff momentarily. So Murphy is Trevor Knight is a well-respected football coach in the Merrimack Valley. He's not unfamiliar with the MVC. His dad is the former coach at, I believe it's now Nashua South High School. He coached for the legendary Bob Aylward, who took a 3-year respite from the MVC back in the 1990s to coach up at Nashua when it was the Purple Panthers and it was a consolidated high school for the entire city. And Trevor was his quarterback at Nashua South, migrated up to UNH, played for Coach Ricky Santos. There's a number of record books up there for the Wildcats. And I talked to a friend of mine up there, Mike Murphy, who's the assistant athletic director, and has the football team under his tutelage. And Mike said of Trevor, he's a great man and a good coach, and we should be happy that the Middies were able to get him in his first head coaching experience. Kickoff, 2 Middies back at the 25-yard line, ready to receive. Short pooch kick, taking it about the 31 by number 1. He's up the middle. He's cutting back. He's across over to the 50. That's Jethro Jackson, senior wide receiver, defensive back, brings it out to midfield. Let's see where they spot the ball. It might be at the Viking 49. Yes, they're going to put the ball down at the Viking 49. Middies are wearing what looks like North Carolina Tar Heel football uniforms. A nice D on the helmet. Wide receiver out far side. Too wide to the short side and far side of the field. Man in motion. Number 21. It's a quick handoff, and they're going to lose 3 yards on the carry. Oh, and the ball fumbled forward, recovered by number 79 of the Middies. That's Matt Lacerda, a freshman offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Where will they spot the ball? Well, he gets a 2-yard gain on the fumble. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Middies at the Vikings 47-yard line. Middies need to clean that up right quickly. Shotgun formation, 14 back to pass. He steps up, he steps through. He's holding the ball loose. He's going to tuck it and run. He's across the 40 to 35 and out of bounds. Nice carry by number 14, Evan Dunker, the senior quarterback. Proving that Trevor Knight can't barely coach quarterbacks. That was a nice play. They're going to place the ball down at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Middies. So that was a gain of about 16 on the play. 15 on the play. 47 to 32. This Kliskowski may bring me back to math class. Shotgun formation again, single setback. 2 wide right. Quick handoff up the middle to number 2. That should be Ben DeJesus. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe an additional yard. Doesn't look like it. They're going to keep it at the, gain of 1 to the 31, 2nd and 9. 9:47 and counting on the scoreboard. Middies are going to stay with this single back set, 2 wide to the far side, 2 to the 1 to the near side. And it looks like our first pass of the game. He's going to roll out and throw it sidearm. First down, Middies. That ball was to number 1, I believe. Yes, number 1, Jethro Jackson with his first reception of the season. Down to the 19-yard line. Gain of 13 on the play. That was a nice sidearm throw. Kind of looked like a shortstop, not necessarily like a quarterback. Signals coming in. Same formation. Now the short side has the two wide receivers flanked outside right and left, single back set. He switches sides. That looked like Jackson. Backwards pass, and it's a live football. Middies were out to it. He's got him by the jersey. That was just non-heads-up football by the Middies. You need to know a backward pass is like a run. And the ball is recovered by the Vikings. They take it across the 50, down to the Middies' 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Vikings. 8:40 to go in the first quarter. Backwards or parallel to the line of scrimmage are considered runs. Forward passes are forward passes. So the ball is actually spotted at the 44-yard line. They moved it back a yard. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Middies look to have a base 5-3. That's 5 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Formation. They're going to come in tight to accommodate the formation. Oh, he fell down. And he's touched down there. Number 3 on the tackle, Owens Aristor. After a loss of about 1 or 2, let's see where they're going to place the football. His knee was down at the 45, but he wasn't touched, so ball was still live there. And so after a loss of about 1.25 yards, it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Vikings here at Beaudry Field. Tight formation again. Middies tight in there. try to counter. Mitty's defense meets him there. He gets back across the original line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 2 or 3 in total. Carry was by number 22. Zach Deshane. So it's 3rd down and 9 for the Vikings. Oh, Mitty's almost jumped. Counterplay, and they let him through. 1st down Vikings. Mitty's defense fails them on 3rd down. They fell for the counter. They didn't tackle well. They got blown out of the gap. So that's a gain of about, ball's placed at the 32-yard line. So it's a gain of about 12 on the play. 1st and 10 Vikings here at Beaudry Field. Tight formation again. Safety coming up on the edge here. And they miss the quick tackle in the backfield. Up, and they miss another tackle. Arister misses the tackle in the backfield. He gets, Vikings ball carrier gets across the 30 to about the 27-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Vikings. Tight formation again. Weak side safety looks to be Chad Vigent over here, sophomore. No, that's 13, my bad. Oh, and they get him in the backfield. A host of middies, led by number 7, Diego Martinez Pares. Sacks him for a loss, back to the 32-yard line. No, correction. Yeah, 32-yard line. Now it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. 5:40 and counting in the 1st quarter. And they do a counter, high handoff. He just stays behind his lineman. The middies get blown off the line almost all the way to the 1st down marker before they bring down the ball carrier, which is number 22 again, Deshane. Ball is now just outside the 25. Middies need to hold him now on 4th down. They need to get to the 23.5-yard line, a 22.5-yard line for a 1st down. So that's with middies need to staunch their backs and not allow it to happen. Vikings are going to spread them out now. You got 3 wide receivers to the right, single back set. Middies, timeout, middies. Might have been ready for that call, but maybe not. Middies are playing a host of young players and old players. Looking up and down the roster, I see a lot of 9th graders on this varsity roster this year, which means there's a lot of learning. They've just come out of Pop Warner football and they're thrown into the gauntlet. But that's what happens when you end a season with about 19 kids on your roster. You have to build up, and Trevor Knight certainly went out there and recruited throughout the Pop Warner program. It was a week or 2 weeks into the job when he was in the Richardson Memorial Auditorium talking to future Middie football players. So 5 yards to go for the Vikings. They're back tight. They're just going to try to bull the middies down or try to get them to jump off sides. We're going to get a delay of game, or are we going to get a timeout Vikings? So they came out in a spread formation. Middies called timeout. Out of the timeout, they came to a tight formation. And the Vikings called timeout after seeing the Middies defense a second time. So let's see what the counter is now. Kelly and Knight playing a game of chess, it looks like. Remains 4th down and about 3.5. And a counter. He's going to get around the edge. Oh, he's tripped up. Turnover. Middies trip up number 4. Chase Carney, the senior captain, gets tripped up, falls down at about the 25-yard line where the Middies will take over on downs. 1st and 10 for the Middies. Nice play by the defense there. Looked like he was going to get around in the sweep. Middies dove at his feet, cut that ankle out, and tripped him up, and they will take over. So nice defensive stand for the Middies. They were bending, not breaking. A classic Bill Belichick move, or a description of Bill Belichick's defenses. Certainly cannot call the Middies defense Belichickian. Oh, a toss to number 21. He cuts it up the middle. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Number 21 for the Middies this year is Owen French. The outstanding lacrosse player. French is going to play some Division I lacrosse a year from now, I believe. Let's double check his age. Nope, he's only a junior. But he's already being recruited. He's up and down the East Coast participating in national lacrosse tournaments. 2nd down and 10 for the Middies. Dunker from the shotgun. 2 wide to the left. He hands it off up the middle. Falls out to about the 30-yard line on a carry by number 4, Andrew Berrios, sophomore wide receiver. So Middies not running, certainly not running the wing tee of Ed Murphy's day, but not necessarily running the all-out razzle-dazzle that you see at a lot of college programs and some high school programs. Mixing it up a little. Dunker's moving his back around. Switching sides. Fakes the handoff. He's going to use him as a lead blocker. He tries to get to the corner. Flags down. Loss of about 5 on the play. I think you're going to get the Middies for a hold there. Dunker, I think, expected a handoff. Expected to be able to hand the ball off. And he and his running back just were not on the same page, and they're going to march it off against the Middies. Let's see if I see the call again. And the penalty is declined, so the Middies will endure the loss back to the 25. They need to get out to the 35 for a 1st down, so it's 2nd and 3rd and 10. Oh, it's 4th and 10, I believe. Yes, 4th and 10. Not 4th and 5, 4th and 10. Dunker back to kick, standing at his 10-yard line. Oh, ball is low. Needs to get rid of it. Still on his feet. Throws it deep, but in the ground, so the Vikings will take over on Towns. Bad snap. That ball barely stayed off of the ground, but Dunker needed to field that like a shortstop and get rid of it. No need to put his knee down, but just field it and kick it away. Short field now for the Vikings for the 3rd time in tonight's contest, and we're not out of the 1st quarter. 2:48 to go in the 1st quarter. Vikings lead the host Middies 8-0. 1st and 10, ball on the 25. Middies have some 4 base linemen See if I can read this, identify them all. Got number 13, looks to be playing safety, Avion Romero. And they're going to spread it out. 3 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Single back set. High snap. Number 12 takes it, hands it off to 22. Carney gets across the 25 to about the 24, maybe the 23. Let's see where they spot it. 2nd and 8. Ball only gets to the 24, so it's really 2nd and 9 for the Vikings here at Beaudry Field. Go back into the huddle. Middies have 4 down linemen. Being spread out, you got 3 wide to the left, single to the right. And another handoff to 22. Carney again, he gets across the 25 to about the 22-yard line this time. Correction, that's Deshane, Zach Deshane. Where it's 3rd and 7 for the Vikings. I don't know that there's a field goal possible here. Again, high school, not too many people have professional strength legs. So what is a good field goal yardage? What's not? Middies have. Again, he rolls out right, he throws. Oh, he wasn't turned around. He threw it anticipating number 4 was going to turn around in time, and that just did not happen. That was Captain Chase Carney. So it will be 4th down and 7 for the Vikings. Middies got lucky there. If Carney had turned around a couple of seconds earlier, he might have had a completion for the 1st down at about the 10-yard line. Middies are have some Irish luck on their side. Trips to the left, single wide receiver to the right. Man in motion. He tries to hand off again. Oh, he drops him at the 20-yard line. Nice play by number 70 for the Middies, it looks like. Nope, that looks to be number 66, Josh Kusa, for your Middies. No, Jules Cabrera Gonzalez, the senior defensive lineman. Cabrera Gonzalez was a good player last year for the Middies under Jermaine McKenzie and seems to be continuing on. So it'll be turnover on downs for the 2nd time by the visiting Vikings. Middies have 1:16 to go here in the 1st quarter. Trips to the right for the Middies, single, fakes the handoff, throws a screen. Right there, he's going, he cuts it across the 30, no, across the 25 to about the 26-yard line before he's brought down. Catch was by number 22, it looks like. Michael Collins. Nope, it was 21. Owen French. French using some of that lacrosse speed to get out for a 6-yard gain there. 2nd and 4 for the Middies. Middies have single wide receiver to the right, 2 wide receivers to the wide side left. Single back set, high snap, fakes it, rolls out. Dunker's looking to throw. Dunker's going to tuck it and run. He's across the 30 to about the 31-yard line, where I believe he'll have a 1st down. That did not look like a planned run on the part of Dunker. It looked like he was looking for wide receiver to break away, and that just never happens. So 1st and 10 for the Middies. Sticks are set, ball's at the 31-yard line. Middies come out, single wide receiver to this near side, Twins out to the far side. Handoffs up the middle, straight away he gets cut underneath. Ball's loose again. Vikings have it. They're ruling he was down though. And we've got an injured Middy on the play. That was the ball carrier, I believe, number 2. Benjamin DeJesus down. Good cut at the knees. Coaches are looking at him. He's hobbling. But he's looking at Trevor Knight. I think he wants to stay in the game, but you're going to have to swap him out because of the whistle and the injury. But that's also the end of the first quarter. So after one quarter complete in the Middies home season here at Beaudry Field, it's Vikings 8, Middies 0. You're watching Dracut Access Television's coverage of Dracut High School football here on Dracut Access Television. Middies come out to start the second quarter. Shotgun snap. He's going to roll out. He throws it over the head of number 18, Lyric de Leon, a freshman wide receiver. It also appears to be the backup quarterback, although Chad Vidgen is also down there, listed on the roster as a quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back, the sophomore. So it'll be third down and about 5 for the Middies. Ball's at their own 37-yard line. Need to get out to the 41. So 4 yards needed. What does Trevor Knight have up his sleeve for this call? Quick handoff up the middle. It's DeJesus. Oh, he breaks free across the 50. He's still running. He's still up. He's going to take it in the house. Nobody's catching him. Touchdown, Middies! Benjamin DeJesus, 64 yards for the touchdown. Correction, that was a 57-yard line. Ball was at the... No, I'm right. So that was just heart and grit. Something sometimes some people thought were lacking on behalf of the Middies. But hey, we'll take it. 11:38 to go in the second quarter. Hopefully you can see that again after the PAT. In replay. Quick handoff, he's going to roll. Dunker's still looking, trying to ride through him. He passes. Two-point conversion is good, I believe. Yes, they're giving him the two-point conversion. Who was standing in the back of the end zone? The hooded wide receiver. Jethro Jackson stood on the back line, waited for Dunker to come out there, waited for the linebackers to commit on the outside on the sweep run. And just a little pop pass there. Catches it on the back, knows where his feet are. And we have a tie game here with 11:38 to go in the second quarter here at Beaudry Field. I counted the Middies roster. There are about 12 seniors on this year's Middies roster, out of a roster that looks to be about 60 men, 60 players deep. And kicking away for the Middies, I believe will be Dunker, Mr. Do-It-All. Let's see if I'm right. It is Dunker, number 14, to kick away. And the ball's up. Back to about the 15. He catches it up, down around his knees, and they're going straight up the middle, where he's met by a host of Middies at about the 33-yard line. I don't know why he stopped running. I don't know whether he was expecting them to run by him, but he just got to that point and stopped running. The return was by number 4 for Nashoba Tech. That's Chase Carney. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but okay. And so, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Ball's at the 32-yard line of the Middies. Tech comes out. Single wide receivers to each side. Quick handoff to 22. He's going to take it around the end. He gets around the end. He's going to cut it up across the 50 to about the 48. Yet again, number 22, DeJesus. No, correction. DeShane. Got the DES part right, not the rest. So ball's at the 48 of the Middies, 1st and 10, the Nashoba Vikings. And we have a whistle, or we have a timeout. Not quite sure what's going on. Oh, they're going to march him backwards, it looks like. They're standing over the football. Oh no, it looks like they're having a problem with the chains. So this delay in play brought to you by the Chain Gang. And excuse me, looks like we're going to come back to action. They fixed the chain links. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. High snap, but it's going to be handed off again around the end. Oh, flag on the play. Carry across the 35 by number 22, DeShane. What's the flag going to be for? Are we marching him backwards? Or are we adding on? Injured Mitty comes over to the sidelines, so I'm guessing it's going against Nashoba Tech. Flags were both at the 34-yard line and the 46-yard line. Officials will converge. Not all officials are referees. Holding on the Vikings will push them backwards. So a nice gain is negated by the hold. Ball's back across the 50-yard line to the Middies 42. Will be 4th in a long distance. It's only a little shorter than the distance between Nashoba Tech and Dracut in terms of mileage. About 22 it looks like on the play. Quick handoff up the middle. DeShane looks to be met up the middle. Quarterback loses his play sheet, I think. Big piece of paper sitting in the middle of the field. That's about the only thing I can think of it will be. That's a loss of a yard apparently by the Middies. Loss of a yard on behalf of no game. We're going to call it no game. Ball's placed back at the 41-yard line. Vikings come out of the huddle. Trips to the far side, to the home visitor side of the field. Single wide receiver to this side. Single back. He throws a screen out there. Middies get through the blocking, but they don't make, they make the hit there at the 46-yard line. And they drive him out of bounds. Dunker was among many on that hit. DeJesus over there with him. So they get back across the 45 to about the 46-yard line, but it's still 3rd down and I believe 16. Ball's at the 47-yard line. The 10, the lead marker is at the 48-yard line, so that's 5 there, so it's 15 yards. Triple wide receivers to this side of the field, single over to the other side, single back set. Shotgun snap. He's looking deep. He's got a nice, easy pass. The Middies are going to get called for pass interference. They apparently inhibited number 20. I don't have a number 20 on the roster, so maybe that's 22, which would be DeShane. You would think it would be easier to read that number than any other number. I'll hold my eyes on that. No, it looks to be 21. Dylan Hall, a junior, who was held on the play. So penalty going against the Middies. It will not be a first down. There's not enough yardage, and it's a hold. So it's a holding call against the Middies. They'll march 10 off from the spot of the foul. Not automatic first down. It will instead be third down and about 6. Need to get to the 38 for the first down. Ball's at the 44-yard line. Slight breeze blowing across the field from the Richardson Middle School to the press box. And a handoff. Middies get blown off the line. They blow it away. Quick handoff to number 22, to Shane. He gets around the left side of the formation, across the 35, down to about the 32-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Middies need to stay committed to containment. They need to set the edge and hold it. That's just not happening yet. Vikings come up to the line in a tight formation, which they started the game in. Oh, third man in, gets the ball, number 4. Middies gang tackle him there at the 30-yard line. Bottom of that. Well, number 79 was among many there. That's Matt Lacerda, freshman defensive lineman. Number 4, Chase Carney with the carry. Ball's at the 30. 2nd and 8. Maybe 7. Looks closer to 7. Middies showing 4 down linemen. Up, and it's going to be a first down. Middies didn't have anybody on that setting the edge on the left side of the defensive formation. Safety had to come up and make it. So it'll be 3rd and 1. He's just a yard short. Down, he's going to fake, roll it out. They go back up the middle. First down for the Vikings. Across the 20 to about the 16, where he's gang tackled by a host of Middies. Dunker at the bottom of that pile. He comes out first. So Vikings going to keep going quick and keep going tight. 1st and 10. And it's 4 again. Chase Carney going to get around end. He's going to score. Touchdown. Yep, touchdown Vikings. Middies can't contain on the left side of their formation against what looks to be a powerful right side of the Vikings offensive line. And it's now 14-8, PAT pending. Looks, they're going to kick it, or they're using a razzle-dazzle formation. Everybody's out wide to the left. I've only seen one team ever try to snap it that way. It was against the New England Patriots, and it was the Indianapolis Colts, and they failed miserably. Now back into a standard formation. Kick's going to be made by number 1, attempted by number 1, but we have a timeout. Timeout Vikings. Can't tell you who the kicker is because Nashoba Tech doesn't list a number 1 on their roster. Number 2 is Jaden Garchon, a sophomore. So we'll see what they come back out in. Waste of a timeout, I think. I expect they'll come out with their bread and butter run play for the 2-point conversion and not try to kick it this time. But they aim to surprise. Let's see what Trevor Knight's defense has to offer. Vikings come out of the timeout, go into the huddle to talk about it. Middies cluster all of their players into the center of the field in between the 2 hash marks. Let's see what formation they come out in. Yes, they're going to come out in a run formation, single back set. It's going to 3-point stance. They're going to go around that right side. It's going to be Chase Carney. 2-point conversion is successful, so it's 16-8 Vikings here at Beaudry Field with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. You're watching Dracut Access Television's coverage of Dracut High School football here on Channel 22. So the Middies face their second deficit of the evening. Will they respond? Can they? What do the Middies do? They're a building program, but they need to take some pride in the game that they play. Let's see, they got 2 men back. It's number 1, Jethro Jackson, and number 21, Owen French, to receive the kick. Up 5 yards closer is the 3rd back, who I can't see. Looks to be number 18. Get on the football. They cannot hold on to the football. They had to fall down. They could have gotten some more yardage, but no, just wasn't going to happen. It was actually number 16 was the up back, Isaiah Sawyer, the junior wide receiver, who was ready to make a block, but unfortunately the Middies could not corral the kick quick enough. So ball, 1st and 10 at their own 30. 6:57 to go in the second quarter here at Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School. Friday night under the lights. Middies go to trips on the far side of the field, single back, single wide over here to single back in with the quarterback. Dunker back, he's dancing around, he's looking. He tries to throw over the middle. Oh, he catches it! First down, Middies, number 17, Chad Midgen. And amazingly enough, I'm looking over and Chad's dad is standing, Mike Merker Virgin, just sitting there, enjoying it. Shotgun again, trips to the far side, wide side, single here. Quick handoff, no. Quick pass, 21, oh no, 18's got it. He's gonna take it again. He's got another first down. He's fighting up the sideline. Lyric DeLeon, the freshman wide receiver, takes it for a Middies first down. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. So the teens are getting the teens. Quick hitch, throws it again. Lyric catches the ball again. He gets down to about the 26, maybe the 25 before he's pounced on. Looks like a little song and dance there, no pun intended for De Leon. Ball straight up the middle, ball across the 30 on the handoff, 25 I should say on the handoff, gets to about the 24-yard line. Carry was by number 2, Ben DeJesus. It doesn't look like Arista Owens. 2s and 3s look alike, but actually it is Owens Arista. Shotgun formation. Quick handoff to number 2. DeJesus takes it across the 24 to about the 22-yard line maybe. Let's see where they spot it. Yes, 22-yard line, where it's 4th down and about 4 yards, appears. Maybe a short 4, long 3. Medes have a decision to make. Well, actually, there really is no decision because I don't know that they have anybody other than someone on the soccer team who can make a field goal from this distance. And trailing by 8, they need touchdowns and not field goals. So it's going to be a timeout from Trevor Knight. He's going to talk to his players, get some fluids into his linemen. So 4:27 to go in the second quarter. Medes with a 4th down on their 22-yard line. Medes coming out of the timeout. Lyric De Leon comes to the sidelines. Going in to replace him. 17, Chad Bidget. See if Bidget learned anything. And, oh, block! What a block! Oh, what a bad choice. A rock solid block. And the other 2 guys who are on that end just can't contain it. Just can't contain the rush. Sack on the play. Medes turn it over on downs. Thought he was going to have Bidget, number 17, Chad Bidget, open down the field, but he started to song and dance it. And that's never a good thing for Dunker, or any quarterback for that matter. You're not faking out too many people trying to dance with them and juke. Dunker is the one that lost his helmet on the play, so he's kind of wondering how they don't call a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct or something. And it's a handoff to Carney. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gets a yard, brawls out at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the Vikings. Bidget jogs off the field. I believe Dunker jogged back in for him now that he's taken the play off of the helmet. Tight formation again for the Vikings, which seems to be their bread and butter play. They're willing to spread you out, and they have the talent apparently to spread you out, but running seems to be where they're at. Oh, they get around the end again. Who's going to make the tackle? Oh, a trip up there by Jethro Jackson. But not before he gets a 1st down. Ball's out to about the 41-yard line. Gain of about 12 on that. Medes are not containing the sweep. They've got to contain the edges. What I mean by that is somebody has to come up and force the ball carrier back to the center where most of the guys are. High snap, but it's off to number 22. He's racing around the end. He's got a 1st down and more. He's stumbling down the sidelines. It's a shame. Across the 50, across the 40, past the 30. Ball looks to be down. Where are we putting it down? 26-yard line. So 34-yard run for the Vikings here on 2nd down. Whistle's blowing. We have a timeout. Who's the timeout for? An injured Midi. We're going to admit it. A Midi down on his knees, elbows and knees down there. And the trainer, which is actually a Dracut firefighter, jogs out onto the field to check on the injured Midi. Quick conversation, and now they're looking at his leg out there. I believe the Nashoba Tech trainer is out there as well. help Jethro Jackson over to the sidelines. Looks to be a knee injury. So, Indians will have to make a quick substitution. Jackson was making some plays out there for the Middies. Now they're gonna circle the ships and get back out to sea here, protect, maybe turn over the Vikings. Put a hole in their hull. Triple to this wide side, single out to the right side, single back behind the quarterback this time. He's going to drop back, he's going to step up and throw pass. And it's a first down and more. Touchdown Vikings. Far too easy there. Just a simple fly pattern. He ran the sidelines. Middies had somebody in coverage, but he was short. Ball gets over his shoulders. Easy touchdown for the Vikings. You can't really tell with these dark uniforms who made that catch. Keep looking, it looked to be number 22, I believe. Zach DeShane. PAT attempt, looks like they're gonna run it this time again. Middies can't stop them, why stop doing it? And another sweep, quick carry. Middies don't know who has the football, they can't follow it. That's an easy 2-point conversion. So now it's 24-8. Vikings lead here on Beaudry Field with 2:28 to go in the second quarter here at Beaudry Field. Middies need to right the ship quite quickly. They're taking on too much water here at Beaudry Field. Gonna get sunk by Beaver Brook. Vikings are a high-scoring offense. In both of their games, they scored prior games against Smith and Brighton Kennedy. They scored 51 points. Looks like they're well on their way to that, if not more, here tonight at Beaudry Field. They'll kick away to the Middies. Middies' deepest backs are at the 25. They short kick it. Oh, it's a live football. Do the Middies jump on it or do the Vikings have it? Whose ship is sailing now? Oh! Middies don't recover the football. They didn't know what to do with that play. That's just, can't call it bad coaching. That's just bad execution by the Middies football players. You have to know that that play is coming. And you have to know that you have to field the football. They were looking at it like it was just going to be downed and they would get the football. So ball's at the 41 of the Middies. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Yeah, 2:22. We got a flag. False start on the Vikings. Middies had 12 on the field as they broke the huddle. Middies were quick to get number 9 off the field, Dimitri Torres. But then, go figure, the Vikings make the mistake. Ball's out to the 46-yard line now. 1st and 15 for the Vikings. Not anticipating the Vikings will come out of their tight formation and spread it out. I'm anticipating they're just going to go keeping that. Colby Cateron appears to be the quarterback coming into the game. So they've gone to their 2nd string quarterback, perhaps. We shall see. And snaps back there. He's fakes. He goes deep. He's got a wide receiver there open. He cuts back. He's going to break it. Touchdown, Vikings. Bad defense by the Middies yet again. New quarterback, and they just can't. They can't deal with the height. And nobody who could match up height-wise with that wide receiver down there. They had the opportunity to tackle him, but they couldn't get up high enough to bat the football away, and then they couldn't get down low enough to make the tackle. So now they're down 30-8 with the PAT pending here at Beaudry Field. Stop and go action. 4-point stance this time. Quarterback keeper. No, it's back up the middle, but it is a 2-point conversion for the Vikings. So it's 32-8. Vikings extended their lead here with 2:09 to go in the second quarter. Middies need to get a tourniquet on the bleeding and get it on there quick. So we have a kickoff. They kick it away. Is it going to go out of bounds? No, Middies get it at the 29. They're taking it up the right side. Who's got that football? Number 21's taking it home! Touchdown, Middies! Owen French, 61-yard touchdown. Caught the football on the kickoff at his 39-yard line. Takes it right up the sidelines. Really no contest there. Middies score. Now they're going to go for the PAT. 2 points I anticipate. Duncan comes out with the offense. 27's a late arrival. So is number 3. That would be Logan Anello and Owens Aristor out for the 2-point conversion. Vikings coach comes out to get the tee, which was left in the middle of the field. What's going on? Timeout. Middies, they can't find, late to the party. Middies have to call a timeout. Jules Cabrera Gonzalez had his helmet off on the sidelines and needed to get out there to be a lineman. Instead, they have to call timeout. So the Middies burn a timeout. Luckily, there's only 1:57 to go in the second quarter. Middies have 1 timeout remaining. Single back set. Next, they're going to hand it off. Quick hitter. Oh, met by a host of Vikings. No good on the 2-point conversion. Didn't fool anybody there. Benjamin DeJesus took the quick handoff from Evan Dunker and was quickly met by about 4 Vikings in the backfield, so no chances. No risk either. So the Middies will kick off, trailing by 18 points here in the second quarter at Beaudry Field. That was doomed from the outset. Dunker to kick off. He's putting the ball down on the tee at the 40-yard line, his own 40-yard line. Do we have any trickery here? I don't think so. I think smarter minds will say just kick it away, and they do. Ball's down on the ground. He got down to field it, and so he is down. And there's a Middie sliding across the field over there. That's number 16. Isaiah Sawyer, I don't know if somebody threw him down. I was looking more at the football than I was at the far side of the field. So, as a result of the kneel down on that, football will be placed at the 22-yard line, I believe. '21-yard line, actually. So, Vikings are going to stretch out the Middies. Hoping to capitalize. Little high snap, quick hit. And there's a flag on the play, but a first down run. I anticipate it will be a hole, but the carry was by number 22, Chase Carney. Oh no, Zach Deshane. 22 is Zach Deshane. And yes, I believe it's a hold. And it is a hold. They don't announce numbers in high school. And so the ball will be marked back 10 yards, so the ball will be at the 10-yard line of the Middies. First and 20 for the Vikings. What do the Middies have in store for us tonight? Here on first and 20. Coming from defense, it's going to be a tight formation. Safeties and the corners come in tight. They're going to run a quick sweep. Number 4, DeJesus has it. Chase Carney, correction on that carry. He gets it out to the 12-yard line. No, 17-yard line. Where it will be second and about 14. 107 counting here on the digital clock. I think the Vikings are just willing to let it roll down to the half. Easily in front. And a wedge is run. He gets out to about the 22 where they whistle the play dead at about the 22-yard line. Third down and about 11. I think the Vikings are thinking that they're going to walk to the club, walk to the locker room. And that looks to be the case. So the Middies will go into halftime trailing by 18, 32-14. Highlights in the first half are a touchdown run by Benjamin DeJesus at 11:38 of the second quarter, and just a little under 2 minutes ago, 1:57 of the second quarter. Owen French took a kickoff back about 66 yards to the house, and that's about all they've shown so far. Medes are still growing, still learning, and so we'll take a break here at halftime from Beaudry Field, where your host Medes trailed the visiting Nashoba Tech Vikings 32-14. Stay tuned for Dracut High School Band's halftime performance. broadcast. We are back for second half action here at Beaudry Field. At the half, the Middies trail by 18, 32-14 to the visiting Nashoba Vikings. Middies had a rough first half and hope to right the ship here in the second half. They've experienced some injuries. They're a young team, but with 12 or 13 seniors, you hope that some of those leadership skills will show themselves right here and right now. I believe if I remember correctly, the Middies will receive the second half kickoff from Nashoba Tech. And the referees are trying to get, the game officials are trying to get the Middies out there. Middies coaches are, one Middies coach was late to the party here. Middies counting their numbers. 6 on the front line, 2 and 3. So they do have 11 out there. Vikings come out of formation. Ready to kick off. And the ball is a squib kick away. Middies are gonna field it this time. Oh, a collision at the 45 between two Middies and then a Viking. Number 2, Ben DeJesus was part of that collision there. The up backs, or the up linemen, watch the ball go over their heads, waiting for a Middies wide receiver or specialist to get it, and almost cost the Middies another turnover. But hey, the Middies have first down at their 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Middies jog out there. They're going to keep. Still trying to figure out what they're doing here. They marching the Middies back already. Waiting for the chains to be set now. Ball will be set down at the 39-yard line of the Middies, a 40-yard line. They're going to line up the chains. 1st and 10, shotgun snap to the Middies. Quick handoff. Dunker goes out wide right. He's going to try to run it. He's going to get thrown to the ground at the 37. Ball should be down. It should not be a turnover. Dunker looks indecisive there as quarterback. Looks like he wants to throw the ball, doesn't anticipate getting met, and then has his arm extended and gets thrown to the field turf. Middies need to make an adjustment here and make a quick decision. That's a loss of about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap again. Middies delay. He breaks. Dunker's dinking and dunking. He gets 21 on the catch. First down, Middies. Owen French with the reception. He sat there in a pocket in the Vikings zone defense. Took it, turned, and ran. Again, showing some of those lacrosse skills. Knocked out of bounds at the Viking 45. Middies sort of lackadaisically coming in with the play. Looks like a lot of education on the fly right now. Shotgun snap again, single back set. 2 wide receivers to this side, 1 wide receiver to that side. Looks like a handoff up the middle to Ben DeJesus. He gets across the 45. Ball's down to about the 41-yard line. Gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 for the Middies. Not sure the Middies can go to a hurry-up offense, but they need to show more urgency, in my opinion. Dunker. 5-yard drop. Takes it, hands it off to DeJesus again. DeJesus comes up the middle. Oh, that's a horse collar tackle there, and the flag comes out. Not before he gains about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play. That should be an additional 15-yard penalty. No need for the horse collar in that case. I believe that's a spot foul, so it won't be from the end of the run, it will be from that spot. Irregardless, it will be a 1st and 10 for the Middies. Ball will be placed inside the 25, down at about the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, 10:03 to go in the 3rd quarter here at Beaudry Field. Shotgun snap again, single back set, 2 receivers to this side. He's going to hand it off to 21 this time. French, who gets a couple of yards before he's taken down. A little too much dancing, not enough running forward. French has a little experience out there. French single back set, he's to the left of the quarterback this time. Step back, Dunker's looking deep. He throws across the middle, intercepted! That was too easy. Ball was intended for Jethro Jackson. The defensive back for Nashoba undercut that route. No need for that pass. He should have pulled it down and run for it. Shouldn't have thrown that pass. Or at least not thrown it to that receiver. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. On the Middies, 20-yard line? Maybe, no, 15-yard line, 13-yard line. Middies gonna play some zone. Quick handoff over there to 22. Again, that's DeShane. So Dak, oh, we got another injured Middy. He's down. Another injured Middy. He's down on the field. In the backfield, the offensive backfield. Can't see that far to tell you who it is. And even, it's still hard, even if I could see that far, to read the white numbers on the powder blue uniforms. And it is a down lineman who's being helped up and lifted off the field. Number 78 is the injured Middy, Jason Sergi, a sophomore off defensive lineman. It might be number 79. I take that back, Matt Lacombe, a freshman offensive lineman. Now one of the smaller Middies trainers is assisted by one of the Dracut coaches, who's a much bigger player and has no problem lifting his lineman up. And it is number 79. Hopefully he's not too badly injured. And so we're back to action now. And he's going to break it out. Number 22, DeShane's taking it across the 50 where he's knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. And there's a flag on the play as well. I think they're going to call him for a late hit out of bounds. Balls, they mark him out at the 40. Flag is picked up. Whether they're calling it or not, I don't know yet. Let's see what the call is. It was a close to the sideline play, so it could be that. Might even be holding. Shouldn't really speculate that much, but what else do I have to do tonight? And they are going to mark it off against the middies, so it was a hold against the middies, it looked like was the signal. Ball's taken now inside the 30-yard line to the 25, first and 10 for the Vikings. 8:23 to go in the third quarter here at Beaudry Field, with the middies facing an 18-point deficit. Number 12 jogs into the huddle. That's Colby Catterton, the senior quarterback and captain for the Vikings. Middies have not selected captains for this season, at least not yet. Catterton's going to get in under center. He's going to have a single back set in a three-point stance. He's going to roll out. He's going to hand it to number 4. He gets across the 20-yard line to about the 19-yard line before he's taken down by a host of middies. So Chase Carney running over these little middies. Now we've got another injured middie, it looks like. We're going to do some quick substitutions here, it looks like. We don't want to speculate on all the injuries the middies are accruing, but they might need a full medical team at the end of this game. And Nashoba's going to stretch out the middies, two wides outside the hashes, at least 5-10 yards outside the hashes. Shotgun snap. Oh, they fumble up the snap, but still the middies don't have it covered. He's going to get around the end, inside the 10 to about the 5-yard line perhaps, where he's knocked out of bounds, but it'll be first and goal for the Vikings here at Beaudry Field. Ball's actually appears to be at the 6-yard line. Single back set, they're going to go under center again. Approaches down, toss, inside. He's going to fight, no, he's going to get knocked down inside the 5, maybe at about the 3-yard line. Who's coming out of there? I'm going to assume it's looked like number 30 to me, but it probably is number 20. Nathan Phillips, I believe, was on that carry. Vikings get this play in from the sidelines. He's going to jog leisurely back to the huddle. Middies fidgeting around at the line of scrimmage, waiting for the play. Toss, and we got a quick whistle. False start. False start is the call against the Vikings. We're marching them back. 5-yard penalty on the play. Ball's out to the 9-yard line now. So many lines down there where you use it for lacrosse and sometimes soccer. You get lost in all the colors. And the Vikings come up to the line, single back set, tight formation. Quarterback under center, the captain, Catterton. Calling signals, man in motion, hands it off to number 4. He gets around the end, and he's met by a couple of middies and knocked out of bounds, but not before he gains about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Let's see where they mark him out. I believe it's going to be at the 5, just inside the 5, maybe the 4 3/4 yard line, if there really was one. It's one foot inside. Middies are getting gouged on the edges. Middies either don't contain or are afraid to hold the edge and get run over. Happens a lot with young teams. Viking running back down on one knee. Even from this distance, I can see that. Jumps up into a 3-point stance. He's going to take it the other side. This time he cuts back up the middle. Touchdown, Vikings. Too easy. Number 22 with the touchdown carry. That's Zach Deshane with his 2nd touchdown of the evening. And they extend their lead to 38-14 with a point after attempt pending. Anticipate another 2-point conversion. I don't think they're going to kick. And that looks, yes, maybe. Yes, double back set. They're going to do it out of the shotgun formation this time. 22, no, it's going to be the keeper, number 4 with the carry, and a 2-point conversion is successful. So, easy. Chase Carney carries it out of the shotgun snap straight up the middle for a 2-point conversion. Now the score is 40-14 Vikings. Well on their way to 51 points again, which seems to be their season average. They've scored 51 in each of their previous games. The Middies allowed 44 last week against to the Scarlet Knights, the host Scarlet Knights. Vikings going to kick off. Let's see if they fool the Middies yet again, and the Middies are ready for the pooch kick, and it's a scrub kick over the defense, offensive lineman, where it's downed at the 44-yard line by number 2, I believe. No, that looks like number 9. Dimitri Torres, the senior wide receiver, falls on the football. Middies don't extend it. Middies will be back in action next week here at home against Medfield. Start time is 7 p.m. Well, they travel to Boston in 2 weeks. White Stadium. And we got a timeout or a procedure penalty. Let's see. I don't see a flag, so there's got to be something amiss. Trevor Knight goes out and talks to the official before he walks over to Class is back in session. Shotgun snap, middies. Oh, fumbled snap! Recovered by the Vikings. That scrum, there are no middies there, it's all Vikings. Just that, there's no excuse for that. And it's a turnover by the middies. Don't even get a snap off. And they're giving the ball back to the visiting Vikings. I think we're going to go to a rolling clock pretty soon. Ball's at the 39-yard line of the middies. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Faked, sweep. Carney with the carry. He takes it inside the 37 to about the 36-yard line. And it looks like we have an injured Viking now. Or maybe he just can't get off the field. No, he's got a cramp. They got his leg stretched out. So that, to me, is clearly a cramp. So the offensive line for the Vikings is playing so much that they need a stretch. And the Dracut Fire Department is now responding to the middle of the field to help the injured Viking. Stretch him out, needs some Gatorade. Players need to remind to hydrate days before a game, not the morning of the game, as they need those fluids. Jogs back to the sideline. He's going to gingerly walk off the field. And they're going to get him some Gatorade and some electrolytes. The winds are changing, not blowing for the middies. They're blowing against the middies tonight. Looking over at the scoreboard, the clock is now running, doing running time, so this game will get over relatively quickly from here on out. Tight formation for the Vikings, single back set. Quarterback will be under center, number 12, Colby Catteron. Oh, they cut it inside again, and we got a flag on the play. Carry was by number 22, DeShane. They marching him back. Looks that way. It looks like they're going to march him back, so there's got to be a hold, I would assume, is the call, and it is. So ball at the 30. They're going to march him back from there, 10, so it should be back out at the 40, which would be a 1st and 15, it appears. Since the first down marker's at the 30. Yes, it is 2nd and 10. Correction, 2nd and 10. 2:09 in clock running. We'll be at 2 minutes and a minute. At 2 minutes and a few seconds. Tight formation. Vikings are just going to let it run out. Scrambling out right, he throws it down the field. 1st down again. Inbounds or out of bounds? Yes, they're going to call him inbounds on that catch. Nobody was covering the tight end. He came out of the left side of the field, left side of the formation, cut across the field. Easy peasy, as some of us will say, and catches the ball inside the 10-yard line. Looks to be at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for the visiting Vikings. Middies are showing their youth, not matching up, not recognizing quick handoff, roll out right, left. They're going to stop him. No, touchdown Vikings, I believe. Was he'd stopped on the 1 foot line. Let's see what they rule. I thought it was a touchdown, but apparently I'm looking at the wrong line. Or they marching him back. Oh, a penalty on the play. So regardless of what happened, they were moving backwards. In the middle of the formation's got, yep, another hold by the Vikings. No need for that. They're overpowering the undersized and youthful Middies defensive line. Pick a man, hit a man. That's all these Vikings really need to do, unfortunately, tonight. Ball's bumped out to about the 16, maybe the 17-yard line. Looks to be the 16. We'll go with the toe. Tip of the toe of the football. Hand off to 22. He's taking it around the right side. He's going across the and into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings, number 22. Duchesne with his 4th touchdown of the evening. Now it's 46-14. Vikings. PAT pending. 2-point conversion is expected. They've only shown the thought to kick a PAT once tonight, and they, after a timeout, opted to go the other way. They will kick they will attempt a PAT. Number 1, it appears, is going to be the kicker. That's Jaden Gershon. Kick is up, kick is through the uprights. It's number 1, but Jaden Gershon is number 2, but that could be, it's just about the only possibility. They don't show positions on this roster. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So now the lead is extended to 47-14. Clock will continue to run. Well, no. Clock has stopped at 17 seconds in the third. Up the clock. So it's a 33-point deficit for the Middies. Pooch kick this time is recovered by the Middies. He's going to go around the right end. Oh, he runs over people. Is that Owen French? It was. French showing some lacrosse toughness there. Puts his head down and buries with the ball, buries his head, and runs over a Viking defender. He's used to collisions. Clock is stopped at 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Middies come off the sidelines with a play call. Ball is at the 47 of the Vikings. Tight coverage by the Vikings. They're going to have a 2-deep safety. Fake. Who's he hit? Number 3, DeJesus. Catches the ball, takes it over to the 40-yard line, maybe the 39. Nope, ball will be spotted directly on the 40-yard line. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So through 3 quarters complete here at Beaudry Field in Dracut, Massachusetts, we've got the visiting Nashoba Vikings 47, your host Middies 14, here on Dracut Access Television. And so to open the fourth quarter, the Middies have the ball. Switched ends. At least one Middie is being carted off to the hospital for an examination of his knee. And quarterback throws it out to DeJesus again. DeJesus is stopped just short of the 39-yard line. Short by about a yard of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1, a long one, maybe 2. Ball is, the first down marker is inside the 38-yard line, but not quite to the 37, or even the 37 and a half. Vigent, the wide receiver, out to the far side. Takes it himself, Dunker. Oh, he loses the football, recovers it, no! Middies get it? No. We got a scrum. We got a rugby scrum. Officials are pointing that the Middies retained the football. Dunker needs to tuck that football in if he's going to run. Ball's spotted at the 31-yard line of the Vikings. 1st and 10. Dunker in a shotgun. Fakes the handoff, steps up, steps through, steps into a host of Vikings, and he's thrown down at the 35, loss of 4 on the play. He landed on top of a Viking in that case. Looks to be walking a little gingerly after the play, gets the call in from the sideline. Shotgun again, single back set. Telling him to relax and take the snap. Dunker's looking. He gets some blocking. He rolls out again. He's going to try to take on a blocker. Does he throw it away? He does throw it away. Tried to throw to number 17, I believe that was Chad Vigent. Can't quite tell. Yep, that was Vigent. Vigent couldn't take the short hop. Yes, it did. And I'm reassured it's running time, so it's 9 minutes and 25 seconds and counting. Middies facing a 2nd and 13 here as we come up on 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ball's at the 35-yard line. Dunker in shotgun formation. Takes a running back out. He throws a sky pass. Oh! Gets laid out by number 20. The pass was high, and number 20 just aimed at his chin and took him out. And there's no 20 on the Nashoba Tech roster either. So anyone's guess who that was. Only his mother will know. Maybe his dad too. Vigent, the first one to the line. He's the wide receiver far out to the left here, near side of the field. Triple to the right side, single back set. He looks to pass. Dunker steps in. No, he's going to run again. Oh, he gets stripped again. Recovered by number 55. He's going to trike it home. Unless the middies can out. And they run him down. Nice tackle by the middies there. And we got an injured middie on the Nashoba Tech sideline, protected by a referee. Or a game official. Looks to be grabbing at his knee. And thankfully, the Nashoba Tech coaches create a little bracket around him to keep him from being pummeled in the celebration. Number 55 pulled it out of the air. Miguel Montalvo, a junior. And everybody on the Viking sideline takes a knee for the injured middie. Middie's coaches are over there. The athletic trainer for Nashoba Tech taking a look at the injured middie, as we have an injured middie over here. Looks to be just cramps on this side. We'll wait and see. Middie's falling like mast flags in on a windy ocean tonight. Viking ships are running over the SS Middie. Injured middie looks to be number 66. I think that's Jules Cabrera Gonzalez. Knocked down. He's walking okay, so apparently it was just a quick twitch injury, maybe, is what we'll call it. Middies are going to have to find a substitute on defense for at least one play. Well, they man that. Middies linemen are down on one knee. The rest of the team is standing up with their injured shipmate. .540 to go. Clock will run. It will not stop for anything for the rest of the game, as this game is already out of hand. Tight formation, quick handoff up the middle. Middies gang tackle the runner there, who looks to be number 4. Again, that's Chase Carney. So Captain Carney will continue to run it up the middle, just letting this clock bleed out. Coach Knight lays down his headset. Just going to coach it straight up, voice to voice. And another run up the middle. Again, looks to be Carney. Vikings helping up the middies now off the field after every play. Middies only able to gang tackle in the middle. Vikings aren't going to try to embarrass the middies on their home field any more than this potentially already is. Leading 47-14 as we come up to 4:25 on the clock. And you got a flag on the play and a takedown of number 4. Middies 22. 4 got taken down, but 22 had the ball, so that was the other captain, I believe. Zach Deshane, injured middie on the field again. This time it's 14, Dunker. Gets dinged up in the middle of the line there. Clock will continue to run even through the injury, and thought we were going to get a penalty. We did get a penalty. Marked off back to the 40. Illegal motion, I believe, was the call. I think that was the signal. I was looking at the injury. I didn't see the hand motion, but at the end it looked like the referee was calling illegal motion. Ball start. Coming down to 3 minutes to go in the game. Quick handoff going around the end. Right, he's going to cut it. Who's going to hit him? Oh, somebody knocked him down. Number 9 looks like 0, but number 9 it is. Dimitri Torres with the senior with a sound hit, decleating him. We got a flag on the play again. Flag is at the 38-yard line, maybe the 39. Excuse me on that. What are we calling? We're calling holding against the offense. That's another 10-yard penalty, which will push them back close to the 48-yard line, I believe. Spot foul. So it was 3rd down, and well, it will still be 3rd down. Let's see where they mark them out at. At the 50, need to get to the 22, so that's 3rd and 28 for the Vikings. Clock continues to run. We're coming up on 2 minutes now, 2:17 and counting here at Beaudry Field. Fans are steadily leaving the stadium. 22 again. Shane is stopped, maybe for a loss of 1 on the play, so it'll be 4th down and 29, I believe. Nope, ball will be spotted back at the 50, so it's 4th and 28. Clock will continue to run, 1:47, 1:46, and counting. Middy's a little confused. They don't know quite what they're doing. Do they have 11 out there on the field? That perhaps is the most important part of this equation. Yes, they do have 11. Coaches are counting. Little mishmash of who's playing where, it looks like. Kick will be away. They're going to milk this clock as far down as they possibly can. I don't anticipate a high school punter's going to get it inside the 10. So maybe they're just going to take a penalty and let it play. Man in motion now, number 1. Still don't know who 1 is. High snap, but he's going to get the punt away. Oh, nice punt. Ball's coming down at the 22-yard line. Taken back. That was 17. Chad Vigent on the catch. Flag on the play. I thought he called a fair catch, so maybe they're going to call a legal procedure on the play. We'll see. Was it Vigent or number 7? Could have been number 7. Diego Martinez Perez. Oh no, it's a call against the Vikings. They're going to march him back and make him punt again, or are they just going to add it on to the end of the run? And that's the end of the game. Mercifully, this game is over, and the Middies fall in their home opener to the visiting Vikings. It's Vikings 47, Middies 14. Highlights on the evening are 2 touchdowns by the Middies. One by number 2, Jethro Jackson, a TD run, and then Owen French's 60-plus yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And from Beaudry Field, your final score is 47-14. We'll see you next Friday night when Medfield invades Beaudry Field to face your host, Middies. I'm Mark Nichols on behalf of Dracut Access Television. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again. Good night and safe travels.